So this is a rescue. Actually, this is a mama and her three kittens. She actually had seven, but unfortunately, four of them did not make it, which is, I don't know, I'd have to see what the average is for cats, but there was one, she actually had the kittens near a business under a bench, and someone had talked about um, them being out there. So I went to like right away to go see if they were still there. They were gone, but what had happened is another individual had picked them up, so that was great. But then the next day, the individual, we got in contact with each other, and then I took over basically. So now there were so we she had lost one when she had labor. It was still in the sack, and then when the other individual had this took them over, she said that one of them died overnight, and then when I got them, two of them were just really, I mean, they were just so small, and this person was really concerned about one of them because she said that she thought maybe the mama cat sat on. She's a big cat, even though her head looks little. She's a big cat, but I don't know if that's honestly what happened. I think it was just those other two were just really small, and then so the first one. I mean, I tried so hard. I even did CPR on the little cat at one point, and so it was a really rough day the first day. But what are you doing? What are you doing? You gotta turn around. Gotta go back up there. Yeah, gotta go back up there. So it was really a rough day. Basically, I that's what I did all day long was just sit down here with her, and I was trying to basically help the two that were struggling to try to latch, and we got them like kitten food and tried to give them that. They seemed to do a little bit better, but it was a long day. It was a really long day. The first one that passed away, it was just really hard because if you've ever done CPR on a little tiny one, I mean, he was doing better after I gave him CPR, but then he didn't make it. He didn't make it. So I don't have a name for her yet, actually. You guys can help me pick one. So there's three left out of the seven that she had, unfortunately. But this is a rescue that I got. And yeah, I had to give CPR to the little. She had seven cats, so this is a stray, I guess. I don't know. She's not feral. She's so kind. So we don't know if she was somebody's cat and they just lost her. We just don't know. But she basically had the babies under a bench on near in our we like live in a country town, so there's cats everywhere, and there was a business owner that went on to a social media platform in a group and said, hey, can somebody take care of this we have an emergency, I have to leave, there's this cat. And so I ran up there right afterwards, and there was another person that also said that they could maybe take them over the night, so at least she wasn't out. And I said I could take them and foster. And so, but the other individual, they must have not seen my message because they got up there before I did. I didn't know this though. They got up there before I did, and they got the mama and the kittens. When I got up there, I thought maybe the mama took them to hide because it was just right out in the open. It was out in the open that she had had the kittens, and there was one that was still there in the sack that had passed away. And so that was really sad to us. But I thought maybe she was just really nervous with having them out because that was a little odd. Most cats don't do that. They don't just have kittens out. But what I think is that she, for some reason, felt connected to that business and maybe just felt safe there. And so that's why she had them there. And yeah, so then the other person, they took the cats. They got there fast because I mean, I raced over there within like 15 minutes or less. But when I got there, there was nobody there, no kittens, nothing except for that one that passed away. And I was like, oh shoot. So we went and bought some cat food to go at least sit out, because I thought, well, maybe, if I sit it out, she'll come back and have food at least, because it was a really hot day. Yeah, they're all, I mean, we did lose, two had passed away before I got them, and then on the day that I got them, there were two that I was really worried about, and they both passed away, unfortunately. One was super small. It's funny because there was three of them that were this color, and then they're so chunky now, but they're doing great. They're doing great now. Just unfortunately, it made me so sad, that I tried so hard to basically, um, help those two. I mean, we fed them with like there's special kitten food you have to get. So I had my husband go and get the kitten food from Petco, and we did that, and they seemed to be doing better. And then when I did the CPR, and I was like patting the baby, and that seemed to really help. But I could just tell that the baby, the one originally was, that was struggling, was, it was just the coloring was off. It was like it wasn't breathing well. I don't know. It just wasn't good. So, but now it definitely is. They're all doing great. These three that are left. And the mama, she didn't know what to do at first. She really didn't know what to do at first. But she's new to this, right? But she is the sweetest cat ever. She's so sweet. Um, yeah, I'm taking care of, and we're kind of trying to thinking about doing maybe like a rescue for the cats, because our original, I already have 5 cats, and we had gotten a stray from like I don't know, like a work yard, and there were cats everywhere, and this one cat was following my husband everywhere, and so he's like, he likes cats, but he doesn't like cats, but he ended up bringing her home, and got real attached to her. And then she was pregnant, so she had babies. She lost one, but we have 4, and they're 7 or 8 months old now, and we've gotten 3 of them fixed, and they're doing great. They're so wonderful. So. But yeah, we're keeping, her and her baby separate from all of them, just because I just want to, we'll give it some time. So this is down in our gym. Um, yeah, kind of, as far as like the CPR, it's a little bit different, I think. Obviously not, but we looked it up just to make sure. I'm a nurse practitioner, so I'm not a vet or anything like that, but I was like, can't be that much different. Obviously a lot gentler, but I knew that the baby wasn't, it was kind of one of those last ditch efforts to do whatever I could, because I could just tell that the baby was not, it didn't look like it was heading the right direction. And when I was doing, at first I was tapping it just to kind of like, and that was really helping it. But where do we press the heart? Well, so I feel like it's not really, there's not, the baby was so little, there wasn't a whole lot, just real gentle pressing. And I just pressed on the chest, kind of like how you would think like for infants and things like that, or like little kids. And so I just did real gentle, and then I even gave some breaths, and I was making sure to like look up, to make sure I was doing it right, because even though I am in the medical field, I still was like, oh, then maybe this is different for kittens. But it was pretty similar. It was the same kind of like, a lot of it was very similar. So I just was real gentle as much as possible, and it was seeming like it was going in the right direction, so I was really happy. But sometimes that happens, I think, with animals when they're that small. I mean, I think it's pretty common to lose, some from a litter, especially when it's a bigger litter. And then there was one that was really small, very underdeveloped, honestly. I was trying to help it latch, and it just was not happening. And so I just think it was too small, and it was crying the whole time, and it just, to save kittens if you can. But unfortunately, sometimes that just doesn't work out that way. But she's doing great with these kittens. They've grown so much just in, let's see, I feel like it was, I can't remember if it was, they were born Saturday. Let's see, my days are running together, but I feel like maybe they were born, I don't remember. It's not even been a week yet, but they are becoming little chubbies, and I love it. I love it. But there's 2 little orange ones. And this is all she does now. She is so committed to, she's so committed. I know. And she's so sweet. So, yeah, so I don't know. I'd love to, I would almost, love the thought of having like a rescue for cats. I've been thinking about more and more, and like maybe even looking up for like grants, because it's such an issue, especially in the country. It's such an issue in general with both, all kinds of animals, and so dogs and cats. But I feel like cats have been a bigger issue, for various reasons, especially in the country. And it just seems like, let's see, this is, I think they're, what I've seen so far, I'm pretty sure that they're, what I've seen is males. It looks like males. So I think this one, little one here is a male, and one of them is definitely a male, but I haven't seen what the other one is yet. So, but, we have, I'm going to be working with Rescue One, which is like basically like a rescue for cats. So I have training that I'm going to be doing for that. And they have things where you can foster cats, or you go to like different adoption events and things like that. So I'm going to be working with them. We will probably keep these babies just because I love the cats so much. Like they make me so happy, and we take really good care of them. And, I know sometimes people don't have the means to be able to do that, and we do. So we just look at it like this is something that we can do for them, so we do it. And, but yeah, working with Rescue One is, yeah, I know, they do. That's funny. Yes, they do. They do, absolutely, in so many different ways. Like our other ones, they've grown so fast. But like it's like they're like my kids. I have two kids and a grandkid, and they are absolutely like my kids. But I mean, I get up in the middle of the night. I love like feeding them. It's almost that like they love breakfast time and then dinner time. And so like I have like, I don't know, there's a whole routine with them upstairs that I have with them, and they make me happy, and they're like little kids. It's funny. It's really funny how much they'll be like little kids. But yeah, so we'll probably keep them, and they will be with us for forever. So that's the plan probably. And we also are going to, I have some connections with the Humane Society. I'm going to be probably trying to find out more about volunteering there and seeing what I can do there, because I feel like there's a lot of need there. And especially right now, a lot of people are not able to keep their pets because they don't have the means. And so, yes, absolutely, absolutely. So we haven't yet, but our other ones we have. So we definitely are doing that because that's very important. And then going through all the process of getting them fixed and all of that. So, but yeah, we definitely want to get them. We'll probably end up taking them to the vet at some point soon. But Mama's taking good care of them, and she's just being a good mama. She's being a good mama. And she's a sweetheart. She looks, her head makes her look like she is a little cat, but then she's a big cat. She's a big baby. But it really makes me wonder, if she, I just don't understand the situation. She's definitely not a feral cat. She doesn't act like that. And so, the person who originally posted on the social media, they had posted that there's this cat. So you would think somebody would be posting something about it. But, yeah, I mean, this stuff kind of happens a lot, like I said, happens quite a bit in the country. So 2 to 3 cats in one house is already, yes, that is quite a bit. Oh, and yep, we have 4 upstairs, and the crazy thing about cats is, my big thing is I don't want it to smell. I don't mind the work for them, because now I stay home. And before I was working 2 different jobs, and so now I stay home, so it's kind of like I don't want to say a hobby because that's not what it is, but it's a duty, or I feel like a responsibility for me, and it's just something that I enjoy doing. And they don't smell, we keep them super clean and all of that. And it really definitely it's that's the biggest thing that I'm always concerned. I don't want any smell, and I want to keep my house super clean, so I'm always cleaning and always doing projects and things like that. So like if it was a big issue there, that would be a little bit harder for me, I think, to keep this many cats. But they don't smell at all. We have special litter, and we have special boxes, and I'm on it. I try to stay on it, and then also just getting them treated for things like fleas and dewormer and all that kind of stuff. So, but they're definitely going to be well taken care of here. Um, they keep me company. So, hello. I've got these are three little, well, four rescues, I guess you could say. And these are originally there were seven. There were seven cats, seven kittens, and then four of them died, unfortunately. So that's very sad, but these three are doing great. Under pet for the mama. Do you have an under pet for under? We'll do a lot. I'm not quite sure what I mean. Understand what you're saying. Do you have an under? Do you mean like an underpad for mama? The kittens will do a lot of things there. That's good thinking. There's a pad here, but maybe are you meaning like a regular pad, like some kind of? I guess you know what, I do have those. Yes, they are so cute. They're getting big. And I think because there's not very many of them. I mean, it's sad. It's really sad that four of them passed away, but I think she's able to take care of these little ones so much more. I hate to look at it like that, but she's feeding them around the clock. She definitely is. So that's a good idea. You know what? I'm gonna absorbent paper. I actually, you know what? Thank you. Because I don't know why I didn't think of that. That's so goofy that I didn't think of that. I do have some upstairs. I think I'm actually going to bring them down here. I appreciate you suggesting that, because that's a great idea. And right now she's cleaning up after them, but and they haven't been a mess or any issue or anything like that, but I need to do that. So thank you for suggesting that. But you guys will have to come up with maybe a name for them, for all of them. And I'm gonna keep updating on these little ones because they're growing fast, and we're proud of mama. She's doing a good job, and they're growing, and we're just happy to have them. And I think that they're gonna do great. And I'd like to kind of post on this channel, even though I mostly do plants of all kinds, I'd like to also start kind of posting about them as well, because I feel like this is kind of an important part of this channel too, because plants and cats, maybe I should call it that instead of plant practitioner, but they are super cute and they make us happy. So, well, I might go get some of those pads now. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of those pads. That's a great idea. So thank you for giving me this suggestion. And I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here for a little bit and go ahead and get those. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll keep you guys updated. You guys have a good rest of your night. I might be on here a little bit later. I think I'll sign off for now, but definitely probably be on here later.